There's going to be drugs from state dispensaries, but there's going to be medicine prescribed by doctors that's covered by insurance. It's that latter bucket that we're focused on for several reasons. Number one, as soon as medical efficacy is demonstrated, the DEA by law has to reclassify, at which point the institutions are going to be much more aggressive entering the space, in my opinion. We're looking at the industrialization. We're looking at the complex building out. So we're not a cannabis fund, right? We're an emerging healthcare fund that's focusing on cannabinoid-based solutions and wellness techniques. This is a wellness fund. And we do believe it's impact investing. We believe this is going to save and help a lot of people's lives and struggles with unmet medical conditions. So we view the ecosystem through the lens of 10 verticals that we think are going to provide the best opportunity set for the space. And keeping in mind, we're an emerging healthcare fund, right? So we're looking at wellness and disease cure as our primary points of entry right now in terms of our risk profile and what we're looking at from an investment standpoint. But really, of the 10 verticals, there are 2 that are real populated right now or tradable, one of which is the cultivation and dispensary side of the equation, the growers, the LPs, licensed producers, and they're up in Canada. And then the other side is the biopharma space, which we're more focused on because we believe that the input is going to be commoditized, right? It may not be as commoditized as hemp, which will trade in Chicago. And sidebar, we think hemp is going to be farming 2.0, the renaissance for the American farmer. But right now, in terms of the opportunity set and what's populated, you really have cultivation and dispensaries, and you have the biopharma side, and you have some hemp plays, and I'll get into those. But we're really looking at the biopharma side because we're not looking at the input. We're not looking at the plant in and of itself. We don't touch the plant. We don't move the plant across state lines. And as a matter of course, we let the listing protocols for any of these stocks to serve as our first layer of due diligence, right? So we're not touching any private companies. So out of the 500 or so companies, we've circled about 50 that meet our criteria. And of those 50, we'll have anywhere from 15 to 20 in our portfolio at any one time. Rough justice, about a 5% allocations, although in special situations, we will grow that. But we're looking at a diversified approach. So ultimately, what we're looking to capture here, aside from the biopharma, which we believe is going to be powerful, and the cultivation side, which we don't want to touch because there's so much supply coming on continually, there are things like industrial hemp and farming, which we think are going to be real positive plays. It's already the fastest growing industry, but also the largest cash crop in the world, while illegal in the United States, right? So we think that the industrial hemp and farming side of the equation is going to be great. We think that that vanity and cosmetics are going to be huge. There are studies right now involving creams that remove wrinkles, and I don't know what the world is like by you, but by me, that's going to be a pretty good selling product.